Yo, what is good? What is good? What is good? My rags and fitness people, my rags and fitness folks, my rags and fitness fam. Try to wait on y'all, a few of y'all to come in here, man, before I get to talking about this old college football playoffs, right? Good water. Good cold water, ladies and gentlemen. Old rag is doing a live in the car right now, guys. I would like to be in the studio right now doing it, but I'm having audio difficulties right now, guys. My interface is not acting right with my computer. I don't know what's going on, but I'm trying to get that fixed for my rags and fitness fam, guys. I'm trying to get that fixed as soon as possible, but hey, man, time being, we're going to go ahead and do this live in the car with rags, man. Hope a lot of y'all tune in and feel old rags on this, man. I wanted a few people to get in before I actually started talking about the college football playoffs and before I get to talking about Caleb Odom going into the transfer portal. Miles McVay, from what I hear, is going into the transfer portal. Guys, man, it's getting crazy. This is what I was afraid of, ladies and gentlemen. If you watched one of my videos that I made, I think it was the one that I said that we're going to be going to the Duke's Mayonnaise Bowl. I was afraid of this, that if we didn't get the right bowl game, if we didn't get into these playoffs, that guys are going to start entering the transfer portal left and right. And when I tell you this, guys, I'm telling you to brace yourself because it's not over with yet. There's going to be a few more guys that's going to be entering into this transfer portal that really has no business leaving and going to this transfer portal. Let me tell you this, guys. Alabama football fans. What's going on, Travis? What's going on with you? Listen to this carefully, guys. Alabama football fans. Hey, Beers, what's up with you, man? Brace yourself. Brace yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Brace yourself for what's about to get ready to happen. There's going to be a lot of people that's going to say, hey, man, I'm opting out of the bowl game. I'm not going to play. I don't even know what bowl game we're playing in right now. They had us projected to go to the Chapman family. What's going on, man? Yo, 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 yo. What's going on? Travelpreneur Sports Podcast. Listen, guys. It's going to get bad before it get better. These guys are going to be going into this transfer portal, man. They're going to be leaving. They're going to be, I don't know what they, hey, and I'm going to tell you this. With Caleb Odom entering this transfer portal, I believe his number one, listen to me now before anybody else say this. Now, I don't know if anybody else said this or not. I believe Caleb Odom's number one destination will be Colorado. I really do believe that, guys. Double A, what's going on, bro? Whatever, man. Listen. I feel you, John, man. Hey, I guess it's what we're going to be playing Michigan in that, what is it? Gasparo? I don't know what that bowl is, man. But I know that they were saying that, whoa, so I didn't hear that one, Travelpreneur. Kendrick Law just entered the transfer portal. Wow. That's something I got to get up on, guys. Like I say, I'm not around my computer. I'm not in the office right now. Man, it's going to get bad before it get good, guys. It's some things, man, that I'm not satisfied with, guys. I'm just not, man. I don't like the way it's looking. I don't like the way it's going. But it is what it is, man. What's up, guys? Real Quest Bowl. Okay. All right, so I'm guessing they just announced that because when I looked earlier before I left the house, they put South Carolina and Illinois in what was that bowl that they had us projected? A lot of people had us projected to go to. It slipped my mind. But they got South Carolina and Illinois playing in that bowl game. So now they're going to have us playing Michigan, I guess. And the players just not going to be up for that. But one thing the Citrus Bowl. The Citrus Bowl was the bowl that they had us playing in. But guys, it didn't go that way. Now they got us playing against Michigan, and Michigan probably gonna beat us because I don't know who's gonna play. I don't know if Jalen Miro is gonna feel like playing. I don't know if Malachi Moore is gonna be one of the guys playing. Deontay Lawson is hurt. He won't be playing. Hey man. Yeah. Hey, it's gonna be. It's I don't know. It's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be good, guys. I feel like some of these main guys that we need to come back, they're not gonna be coming back. Some of these quarterbacks, man, who know? They may be leaving and going into the transfer portal that we already have on squad, man. Who knows? Some of the coaches may actually leave. Who knows? I don't know if people are going to be looking for these guys, the Kane Womack and all of these guys. I know at one point it was a big rumor that he may be trying to look at Southern Miss, but I think Southern Miss actually found their coach. It's going to be a few of these guys. It's going to be a coaching carousel that's going to go on here sooner or later with North Carolina looking for a coach. They're probably going to pick up a coach from a smaller program. Now, these smaller programs are going to need coaches. And these guys that we have on our staff are probably going to be looking to go other places. So we're going to be losing coaches. We're going to probably be losing players. We're going to be losing a lot of stuff, man. Guys, I will say this, and I know a lot of the Alabama Nation may be angry with me with saying this, man. But I know we had I got to say this. I know we had a high-ranking recruiting class, guys. And I do understand that, Mr. Kalen DeBoer did get out and he did some things, guys. But there's some pieces in this recruiting class that we are missing, guys. I hate to be that guy that say, hey, man, I'm not satisfied with the number 2 class or whatever. But, man, we need some defensive linemen, man. We need some trench play, man. We need some real dogs on that defensive line. I mean some guys out of Louisiana, some guys out of Georgia, some guys out of the DMV area, some guys from Florida. These are the guys that we're used to recruiting. And I know right now that Mr. Kalen DeBoer is out in California and all of those places getting guys, man, more skilled players. And that's okay. I do understand that he know how to coach up these skill players and stuff, guys. But in the SEC, the game is won in these trenches, and you have to have a defensive line that's nasty, that's just pure nasty, man. And for me, watching college football all of these years, I do understand that you get most of your talent from the defensive line out of Louisiana, Georgia, like I said, the DMV area, and Florida. That's where most of our big guys come from, man. But I don't know what's going on, guys. I don't know, man. I see you, Dirt Road, Bigfoot. But man, it's I don't know, man. I watched today and I watched Saban, and I could tell that Saban was heated. It's a lot that Saban wanted to say, man. And what is up with Booger McFarland? Did any of you guys watch the selection committee? Did you guys see Booger McFarland? Like, Booger McFarland, he should have just said it. I hate Alabama. I do not want to see Alabama in the playoffs. I never want to see Alabama in the playoffs. I hate him, right? I mean, I hate them. That's what Booger McFarland should have said. Everything Booger McFarland was saying was just everything against Alabama. SMU should go in. SMU should go in. And I understand what people are saying when they say SMU should go in over Alabama. But you're just not taking into the fact that these guys had an easy road. They did not play the people that we play. They do not have the strength of schedule. They do not. And their thing is this, guys. We should not penalize SMU for playing in the championship game. Guys, get it through your thick brains. We're not penalizing SMU for playing in the game. We're penalizing SMU for losing the game. If you would have won the game and took care of business, then everything would have been, it wouldn't even have been nothing been said about anything. But if you lose to a Clemson team that's not even that good, that's really not even that good, you come back and the game end up being a 3-point game, right? And you should just be a shoo-in now because you played for a conference championship that you didn't even play the tough teams in the conference. You didn't even play any of the tough teams in the conference. Now you're the runner-up in the conference, and now you should be glorified for that. But everybody's saying, no, we should not penalize them for playing in the game. It's a football game. Well, oh well, oh well. The same thing happened to Georgia last year. Georgia played in the SEC championship against Alabama last year. They lost the championship game to Alabama last year, and what happened? They fell out of the playoffs. They was one of the best teams still that should have been in the playoffs maybe, but they lost the championship game. So hey, when it was 4 teams, it was okay to be penalized, but it's not okay right now to be penalized for you playing that extra game. I say if you're going to play it, you're going to play it. Either you're going to win it or you're going to lose it, but it's got to count some kind of way. Even I would have been a person to say this, and I know I may get some backlash for this. Even if Georgia would have played Texas and Georgia would have had 3 losses, then now I'm saying, hey, you got to talk to us because we beat Georgia, right? But Georgia took care of business, so that's not even in the conversation. You got a team like Indiana that's in the playoffs right now. They played in a conference that they didn't even play the tough people in the conference. They didn't even play. They had the strictest schedule with Indiana was the 68th toughest schedule. So now we got an issue here. And like Mr. Nick Saban was saying, man, guys, maybe SMU shouldn't even have been ranked that high from the get-go, from the first place. Now you're creating a narrative to say, we're going to rank these guys this high. They played this easy schedule. We're going to rank these guys this high. Now, if they lose in their conference championship, then guess what? We can't drop them down that low because we already had them up so high. It's crazy to me. It's like the Twilight Zone. What are these guys thinking? And like Nick Saban said, okay, so what do you want now? Maybe everybody should just go ahead and try to get an easy schedule, right? Maybe everybody should try to have the easiest schedule, have the easiest path to the playoffs. Don't try to play the toughest team and prove that you are the toughest team. Wait until you get to the playoffs and then you get beat senseless. We just saw this with TCU about 2 years ago, when TCU got into the playoff. They spurned Alabama then and let TCU in, and TCU played in the worst championship game that was ever put out there in the NCAA. That's going to be the same thing when SMU go to Penn State. Now, what happens if SMU goes to Penn State and they get blew out of the water? What happens when Clemson go to Austin, Texas, and they just get blown out of the water? That's going to be the ACC conference, the whole ACC conference. We're going to see how they fare up against these guys, right? We're going to see. We're going to see what's going to happen. But I'm going to say this. If they get blown out of the water, that's the College Football Playoff Committee fault. Like I said, we went through this before. I'm pretty sure Florida State felt bad last year when this was going on. But TCU, we saw this with TCU. Is it a big coincidence? TCU, Fort Worth, SMU right there in Dallas, they're right there together. Seem like to me, like they're the same thing, man. Like Penn State should have a field day with these guys. Let me see. What up, Roll Tide, Rise Up? Let me see what you say. Conference opponents, though. You don't choose your conference opponents, but the thing is, man, that's your fault if you play in a weak conference. That's the thing about it. If we play in a strong conference, man, we think about it in life. Think about life in general, right? Somebody who's had it a little tougher road, man. Things are gonna be hard to come by. Then a person just got everything. It's made, the path is made for you to get there. But when you go through this easy path that's made for you to get there, and you haven't had any adversity, right? No adversity at all. As soon as adversity strike, you're not even gonna know how to deal with it. So when SMU finally play somebody, now we're giving SMU this credit because they played Clemson. Man, Clemson is horrible. Clemson is horrible. We're giving Clemson all of this upside, man, because they won the ACC championship. That whole conference is trash, bro. That whole conference is trash. So we're gonna give SMU all of this credit because they played Clemson and they barely lost to Clemson. 2 horrible teams playing against each other. But you got an Alabama team that's playing all of these these even I can even make the argument even maybe for Ole Miss, even for South Carolina. I can make the argument for these guys, right? It's not just Alabama, man. It's with all of these guys that play these tough schedules, man. It's with all of these guys to play these tough schedules. We cannibalize each other. We beat each other up, man, all of the time, man. And then you got these guys from the ACC, man. These guys are going to get smacked. They are going to get smacked up and down the field, man. Then you got Arizona State that's sitting there, right? So, like I said, man, we'll see. But I don't like it, man. I don't like it. I don't think Nick liked it, man. I watched Nick. What I say? I'm saying people are saying we should play weaker schedule. We can't choose that. You're right, Roll Tide. We can't choose that because we already in a tough conference, man. That's what I was just saying, even going back to the recruiting, man, when I was saying we need to recruit the Georgia, the Louisiana, the Florida area, man. Those are where the recruits are. These are where most of these thoroughbred guys are coming from. Even the state of Alabama, you know what I'm saying? These are where these thoroughbred guys are coming from, and they're staying in the SEC. We are known to have that tough schedule because we have these players that just this is a grueling schedule, man. Like I say, and we beat up on each other. Yeah, I do, Kalen DeBar. I agree with you, man. Michigan and Bama, and like I said, man, is the team even going to show up to play? Are we going to even show up to play? Is Jalen Milroe even going to show up to play? Maybe this is going to be a game where Ty Simpson take over and we start our Ty Simpson reign. Who's to say Ty Simpson is even going to stay there, man? With the way that this transfer portal is going, I can expect. I'm expecting to see some strange stuff go on, man. And like I said before, Caleb Odom. The reason why I got him slated to go to Colorado. Now this is just coming from rags. I haven't seen this anywhere. I haven't heard anybody say anything. The reason why I'm saying I believe that Caleb Odom will go to Colorado is because of Juju, because of Julian Lewis. I know he was a big he was trying to recruit Juju to come to Alabama. And Juju, you know, after we got Keelan Russell, you know, Juju was pretty much a foregone conclusion, right? He was a foregone throw, right? But I believe that Deion is saying, hey man, yeah, we can use Caleb, man. So just be on the lookout for that, guys. Remember, you heard it here, man. I believe that Caleb would be looking at Colorado. Now, I could be totally wrong, guys. I could be totally wrong. But I do know that those guys are very close, man. Caleb Odom and Julian Lewis, because I was actually down there when they committed, and I saw the chemistry between those guys, man. And Julian was just so happy for Caleb Odom when he committed to Bama. I mean, he was there hugging him, you know, on his teammate, man. So I do believe that those guys have a chemistry that's unbreakable, and I believe that Caleb Odom probably will end up over there in Colorado, man. That's just one of my thoughts. Miles McVay, I don't know where he'll end up, man. Maybe he'll go back home towards the East St. Louis area. I don't know. I don't know what he's gonna do. Missouri, like I don't know what he'll do over towards that way, man. But yeah, hey man, we don't have a dog in this fight now, Alabama Crimson Tide fans, man. Justice Haynes gonna leave. Hey man, I wouldn't doubt it, man. These guys were supposed to be like the premier backs, Justice Haynes and Jam Miller, and they really didn't get to open up the way that they were supposed to, man. So Arkansas will be a good fit for Miles. Hey, he may look at that Roll Tide Rise Up. He's gonna be closer to that area. But I hate to lose the guy, man. I really do hate to lose him. I remember seeing him in the Under Armour All-American game, man. I want to say I talked to his parents, man. I can't remember. Maybe with this transfer portal, even though we have guys leaving that I don't want to lose, hopefully we can gain some guys, man. I don't know. We're gonna see. Dylan Lonergan is leaving. I don't know, man. We're gonna see. I said that earlier, Lil Yeah. I said I wouldn't be surprised if some of these guys leaving, man. I don't know. Yeah. I know, Beards. Damn, Lil Yeah. I mean, you said the whole team leaving, man. I got to check this out. I hope that's not true, man. Because like I said, right now I'm on my phone. I'm not in the office to actually be looking up this stuff, man. Maybe I'll go. We need some online help. O-line help. Oh yeah. We need some O-line help. Maybe we need some online help too. We need some people to get online and start recruiting some of these people at this transfer portal or something, man. Because I'm telling you, it's gonna be crazy, guys. With the O-line, I know for sure we got Booker leaving. But I don't know if any of the other guys are leaving or not. It'll be good if those guys stay. I'm gonna have to check, yeah, and if it is, man, I'm gonna have to get back on live, and I'm gonna have to talk to you guys, man, because this is ridiculous if we got all those guys leaving, man. You know, Noah Carter was one of those guys that Kalen DeBoer actually went and recruited and pulled into that class. So I don't know if that's true or not, but if that's true, this is ridiculous, guys. Next time I get on live, I'm gonna have to have my computer, my laptop, or my iPad or something out here, and I'm gonna have to be looking this stuff up as we going, as we talking, because I just feel like this is ridiculous, man. You know what I'm saying, guys? I don't know where the program is going to. It's scary, man. Usually Rags is more optimistic than this, man, but it's getting scary, guys, as far as the way that this program is going. We knew that this would happen one day as far as Nick leaving, but now it's the domino effect after Nick, right? And now we got to depend on Mr. Kalen DeBoer and see how he's going to hold the pieces together. It was pretty easy to do it last year. It was easier with the core of guys still on the team. Some of the core with Jalen Milroe, Malachi Moore, some of those guys, Booker, Deontay Lawson, Campbell, all of those guys. But with a lot of those guys leaving and that strong core is not there anymore, we used to have that saying, if they're not wearing Chrism, screw them, right? And all the link saying, right? But with those guys being gone now, guys, I'm sorry about that. It's getting dark outside, guys. But with those guys being gone now, with the core being gone now, what are we gonna have to keep these guys together? The young guys, man, the Zabian Browns, right? The Zay Mincies, who are we gonna have to keep these guys together, man? I don't know. And the thing about it is, we've seen Caleb Downs leave last year. Hey, I saw that Roll Tide rise up. I thought about that. I said, hey, man, would this be a great fit for us or not? But see, the thing about that Roll Tide rise up, I don't believe that Kalen DeBoer has it in his heart to get rid of, yeah, you're right, Lil. Yeah, everybody's going to lose players. But, man, with us, man, we so fragile right now. We can't afford to lose these players, man. We're just fragile. We're still in an emotional wreck over Nick, right? We're still emotional over Nick. And with Nick leaving, man, it took a lot of that big time recruiting, which we did okay with recruiting, but it's just some areas that we're not in anymore, right? If you see our team, we're going to turn into one of those California type teams. It's going to be a lot of Matter Day, which we always have had one or two of those guys sprinkled, but it's going to be more that Las Vegas, California type style of guys is coming over to the team, and that's cool. But we still got to recruit that South, man. We got to have that, and not even the South, that DMV area is very integral to us, man. I'm talking about, think about the Jonathan Allens and the Cyrus Quanjo, the Ari Quanjo, all them Quanjo brothers and all them. They was at the DeMathia Catholic and all that up there in Maryland. That DMV area, man, they are littered with talent up there, right? We have to go and reach over there in that area. See, that was Saban's thing. Saban learned this footprint that we had, and he stayed in that footprint. When you think about the Louisiana area, man, when you think about the Georgia area, over there, Buford High School and all of those areas over in there, you think about the Floridas down there, the Fort Lauderdales, the Miami areas down there when we're getting Cooper and all of those guys, man, when we was getting High Clinton Dix out of Orlando and all of those guys, man, the talent that I feel like we're looking over right now. We're going more towards the West Coast for talent, which is cool, like I said. But I think that we still should incorporate all of that stuff together, man, because right now, that's what we're going to be leaning on is our recruiting classes. Now it's time for DeBoer to put up and shut up, right? It's time for us to quit saying, well, he's a winner, he's a winner, he's a winner. Yeah, we saw him win in other areas, in other spots, right? Now we got to see him win in Alabama because we see now that, hey, man, they should have put us in the playoffs just for the ratings alone, right? That's where I look. Because I mean, think about a Penn State and Alabama football game. Do you know the revenue that would have generated? Penn State and Alabama. Now, me, when I was first seeing it, I was like, I would rather go to Notre Dame, play Notre Dame, than go to Penn State and play them. Don't ask me why. I was just more caught up on the weather, which I know it gets cold in South Bend, Indiana too. But that Penn State area, that Pennsylvania area up there, man, State College area, man, I don't know. I don't know. But, you know, that's just me, man. Like I say, this neither here nor there, because it's going to be cold both places, right? But with SMU leaving out of Dallas and going up there into that State College area up there, man, in Happy Valley, that's going to be that cold is going to be shocking to them, man. I mean, it's cold everywhere. I'm pretty sure it's cold in Dallas right now. It's cold in Alabama. It's cold in Georgia, right? Florida is probably the only place right now that's not really getting as cold, you know what I'm saying? But it's cool everywhere you go. But that's a different type of cold up there at State College and up there in Notre Dame, man. It's a whole different ball game when you're up there playing like that. Nostalgia game. That would have been a nostalgia game with Notre Dame, man. And even with Penn State, I feel like that would have been a game of blue chip colleges, man. You know, you get what I'm saying? I felt like that would have brought the ratings in. But they're not looking at that. And honestly, if I was an SMU fan and they would have even said that, I would have been upset with them saying that because, you know, it is what it is. But wait, so Alex, K-Law actually really entered the, hey guys, let me know. So did K-Law actually enter the transfer portal? Because I said, I'm talking and I haven't looked online here recently, and I don't know if K-Law actually entered or not. It seems as if you guys really have the scoop on this, and that's the truth. Oh, man, guys. Oh, man. Oh, man, guys, this is crazy. Guys, hey, man, I'm glad I got y'all, man. Like, listen, y'all don't know how happy it is to have you guys because I know that you guys share my whole sentiment. You guys share the pain that I share, right? This hurt, man. Like, oh, man. Oh, yeah, it's cold up there. It's cold, Beards. I'm telling you, it's a different ball game, man. Guys, it's not looking good, man. We're gonna have to keep each other up, man. So I'm gonna start making more content, man. I got to get my audio in my office. I might have to put my old microphone back up. I don't know. I like my new one, but I might have to put my old one up because we got to stay in contact with each other. Because in these hard times, guys, Rags is about to get to preaching right now. In these hard times, we will most definitely need each other. I can't lie. I'm gonna need you guys, man, because this is gonna get ugly. Guys, if we get beaten this bowl game, even let me tell you something, even without Miro, even without some of these, we should still beat Michigan. But who knows, man? Like, when we get ready to play this bowl game, guys, we're gonna really see the future of Alabama. Now, what I need to go do, I got to go in here and see where is this bowl game located. Because if it's located somewhere close, I'm going to this bowl game, guys. I was hoping it would have been that Cheez-It Bowl, whatever the name of that bowl was we were supposed to go to. I was hoping it would have been that one, because that one would have been in Orlando, and I could have drove down there to Orlando and I'd have been there. But I want to say that if we play in Michigan, that might be in Texas, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, Elijah Pritchard leaving. Now, Lil, yeah, let me put this one on you. It's in Tampa. Oh, so they playing in Tampa. I wouldn't mind. Listen, let me tell y'all something. I've never been to Tampa. I wouldn't mind traveling to Tampa. Never been to Tampa. I've been Orlando, Jacksonville, all them different places. I've never been to Tampa. So I would love to go. I would love to go down there. Okay. That's nice. So, hey, man, I might have to talk my old lady into saying, hey, man, can I go down there? You know what I'm saying? That would be nice, man. But, guys, just to give you guys a heads up, if anybody's been watching my channel for long enough, you know that I usually like to go to the All-American games, you know, the Under Armour All-American game, and this year's going to be called the Navy All-American Bowl, right? Not the Army like it usually is. Guys, I'm waiting on a response right now from my people to see if I can get the, you know, how I did last year. But I'm going to try to go to both of them, guys. I'm going to try to go to Under Armour. Under Armour haven't said anything back to me yet, but I did talk to somebody from the Navy, and they're gonna get back with me and let me know. And hopefully I can go to these all-star games like I did last year. If you guys didn't know, go back and check out when I talked to a lot of our recruits at the Army All-American game. And maybe I can get some behind-the-scenes stuff and talk to some of the guys, man. So y'all guys stay tuned for that. But back to what we're talking about, man. Hey, man, we gonna see, man. This is crazy. Yeah, I just got the notification, guys, that Alabama will be playing Michigan. So I do know that for sure now, that we will be playing Michigan in that bowl game in Temple. So, hey, man, I mean, that's a nice location to go, man. I got to see how much the tickets cost. If the ticket's not that much money, I most definitely think about going, especially if it's not around I don't know what date that is, but if that's New Year's Eve, ooh, that's going to be kind of tough on me too. Because, the family want me to stick around here with them for New Year's Eve. I don't know, man. It's going to be, I got you. We will get the cheerleaders this time, just for my guy Dirt Road Bigfoot. That's what we're going to do. Ice box is what I like to call them, man. So we will get more cheerleaders this time, just for my guys, man. I don't even know if it was any cheerleaders there or not. Maybe it was. See there, old Rags is always on his best behavior. Hey, man, but yeah, it's gonna be crazy, guys. We're gonna have to stick with each other, man. If we ain't got nothing else, I know we got each other. Even sometimes if we might disagree with each other, man, we're not gonna always be on the same page. We're a family, right? And that's what families do. We disagree sometimes. Some of us want Kalen DeBoer gone already. Some of us say, hey, let's give him a chance. But one thing I do know in the end is we do love our Alabama Crimson Tide football team. And this is coming from Rags to you guys, man. It's feeling a little eerie, man, for me, man. It's not feeling good. I feel like we got as far as we got because we kept some of the core guys. I said that earlier. And I hope it don't get worse before it get better, guys. I'm usually the optimistic guy, man, but it just don't feel good. Deep down in my heart, it don't feel good, man. I'm gonna tell you guys this, and I usually don't talk about stuff like this. But let me tell you guys this, and it may sound funny to you guys. I had a dream. I had a bad dream about 2 years ago. And this was Nick Saban was still coaching. I had a dream, a bad dream. I woke up out of my sleep from this dream, and I'm being dead serious with you. I know some of you guys say, Rags, you play around a lot sometimes. But listen to me, man. I'm being dead serious with you. I had a dream. And I was inside of Bryant-Denny Stadium. But it was like I was inside of it, but I was still seeing it from afar. But I can't go into a lot of details, but as I was in Bryant-Denny Stadium, man, it was like an earthquake came. And everything started to crumble. It's like the ground and everything just started to come up, and players was falling through the ground, and it's like everything just started. It was chaos, man. And I kept that memory in my dream. I mean, that memory of that dream in my head for a long time. I'm like, what does this mean, man? Does this mean anything? And I didn't want to say anything because people be like, oh, Rad, you exaggerating, or oh, Rad, you just coming up with it. No, this is real life. I'm telling you this. But we still had Saban. And I think we ended up going into the playoffs. That was the year we had kicked, that was the beginning of that year. The end of that year, we beat Georgia in the SEC championship. We ended up going, and Florida State ended up being kicked out. I think that's the year that it was. And man, it was just like, I was like, man, does this have a meaning to it? And after we got into the playoffs, I'm like, man, that's nothing. I'm overreacting. But I think now it's coming true. Like, this is what I'm seeing, man. It's like the program ain't what it used to be, man. But I don't want to panic right now. Maybe Kalen DeBoer got something up his sleeve, man. I want him to grow a backbone. I do want that. I want him to really start getting on these players. I want him to really show that he's the leader of this football team. I really want him to get his coordinator straight. Because we got to do better than this, man. LSU is going to be coming for us next go round. I think we had them at home, I think, this go round, but Tennessee's not going to let off the pedal right now. Vanderbilt beat us one time, so they're going to think they're supposed to beat us every year. Oklahoma's going to think they have our number every year. Auburn is going to just only get, they're getting better recruits, and they're only getting better with time, right? Ole Miss, if we ever had to play those guys again, they're gonna be tough. We're just talking about people that's in our conference, right? Next year, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think we start off with Florida State. That could be a bright spot. We starting off with Florida State, and if they're still what they are now, then that should be a good win. But we all know in college football there is no easy wins anymore, right? With the parity that's beginning to spread across college football with the transfer portal and these schools that can pay a little bit of money, these players who's wanting playing time, they're no longer standing in a depth chart. They are leaving. They're going to smaller schools. They're going to schools like SMU and the Louisvilles, the Houstons, and places like that, man. And they're trying to make their name known, man. They trying to get NIL money, right? They trying to feed their families too. So these guys are no longer staying in a depth chart behind people that everybody's telling them is better than them. They're saying, hey, I will show you. I'm going to a different program, and I'm going to see if I can't make this program better at this position, right? So, man, with all that being said, guys, I don't know. I'm about to get ready to go, and I'm going to get online, and I'm going to check this transfer portal thing out, and I want to see all of these people that's getting ready to go into the transfer portal. Now, right before I got on here, I saw that Caleb Odom and Miles McVay was trying to go in. You guys just want me to K-Law is going in. I also seen that somebody said something about Dylan Lonergan and Elijah Pritchard. Who else? I heard a few more guys that was going in. If this is true, man, I mean, our depth chart is taking a hit. So if we don't get into the transfer portal and get us about 15 people at various positions, man, Justice Haynes, yeah, you said Justice Haynes, man. Is that true? Like, oh my God, brother. Oh my God, man. I mean, we do have the guy Young that's right behind him, but who's to say this guy's gonna stay, right? I don't know, man. This is ugly, bro. This is ugly, man. Only thing we can do right now, like I said, as an Alabama family, man, the only thing we can do, man, is just look at each other and just shake our head, man, because that's crazy, man. We wasn't using them Roll Tide. We wasn't. But think about this, though. Think about this, Roll Tide. In the times that we did need some backup, man, we at least had somebody out there. Like, what are we gonna go to now? Like, okay, say for instance, K-Law. K-Law, we didn't utilize him the way we should. But who are we gonna put out there now to even try to utilize him to do anything that he was doing, right? As far as, special teams, anything. I don't know, man. I'm just one of those type of guys. Say, for instance, Elijah Pritchard. I know we put Wilkin Fumby in sometime to take his spot, but unfortunately, Wilkin Fumby wasn't taking care of business, so we had to put Elijah Pritchard on that side, right? Maybe neither one of those guys wasn't talented enough to do it, but at least we had him to do it. So now when we don't have these guys, we're taking a hit on this depth chart, man. So we at least got to go to the transfer portal just to replace some depth, at least. Because, hey, let me tell you something. We all seen last night, Carson Beck got hurt, man. They had to go to some quarterback, and they still beat Texas. So you got to have some kind of backup, man. Cole Adams. No! 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 Man, how do you know? Lil, yeah, man, where you find this information? This is the team. Everybody's leaving. Cole Adams, Jalen Hill. I know we didn't use Jalen Hill. Ryan Williams ain't go. Nah. What you saying? Okay. All right, I got you. Man, hey, I was about to panic for a minute, man. Like, are you serious? Ryan Williams gone too? But yeah, okay, I got you. Hey, and I do like Cole Adams. Man. I like everything that he bring on those special teams. I think he's a cold-blooded character, man. I really do like that guy, and I believe if he stay on, he gonna be something special, man. I don't know. What about Kia and Sab and all of those guys? I don't know, man. I'm gonna tell you guys something else I thought about. Hear me out, y'all. I know when what I'm about to bring up, it can bring up some different type of emotions on with different people, right? Because different people believe on this side and some people on this side. It would not surprise me, guys. It would not surprise me if Jalen Milroe tell everybody that, hey, I'm coming back to Alabama. It would not surprise me at all.